What's going on, everyone? Welcome to week 2 of Redeem the Trash. This week, I'm going to be playing against the Melbourne Melmetals. And here's what we're up against this week. And let's talk about what they're bringing, potentially, and as a result, what I'm going to be bringing this week here. So, they have Heracross, Xatu, Klinklang, Tyrantrum, Skunktank, Sceptile, Clawitzer, Piloswine, Lampent, Spritzy, and Goomy. So, first thing that, comes to my attention is, these not fully evolved mons I'm not really worried about. I don't really see any true use for them. And, if they do come out, most of my mons that I'm bringing are just going to be able to deal with them appropriately. So that narrows down to, these, 9 mons. Notably, the fastest thing they have access to is Sceptile, which gets to 189, I believe. 189, which is going to be relatively important, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But they also have access to potentially Trick Room on Xatu. They could also have Tailwind. So, Speed Control is going to be something that they're going to try to utilize. I believe Klinklang also gets access to Trick Room. Yep. So, that's another thing we kind of need to be weary of. But, they do have some slower mons here to be able to abuse Trick Room with Clawitzer, Piloswine, and Lampent if they really need to. Tyrantrum's not overly fast. It's that middle tier where it could do Trick Room or Tailwind depending on the matchup. Most likely, I think if they bring Xatu, they're going to go for Tailwind, which is going to let Tyrantrum kind of run crazy if need be. Skunktank's, again, kind of that middling tier. 84 is actually pretty decent when it comes to speed, but not something I'm overly worried about. Same with Klinklang is 90 here, so, they have some decently fast mons when it comes to it, but for the most part, I think their slow mode is fine, and, their fast mode, we can shut down their fast mode fairly easily by just taking out Xatu, I feel like. So that leads to what we're going to be bringing this week, which, naturally, we're going to be doing Delibird things. It lines up really well against majority of their Pokemon. If you look here, it hits Heracross, Xatu, Tyrantrum, Sceptile. So that's a lot of their major threats super effectively there. We have access to Seed Bomb as well, so we can hit Clawitzer and Piloswine as well. Which, I didn't realize, which is really cool. So we can actually hit a lot of their mons super effectively with Delibird. But the problem is that, Sceptile with Unburden definitely is going to outspeed us, right? Well, yes, but that's why we give them Iron Ball, and then it doesn't matter what they do, they're going to be slower than us. So that was the idea behind having Morgrim this week have Trick. If they do try to do Unburden things, we just give them an item back and slow them back down. Prevent them from ever getting Unburden triggered, basically, and slowing them down in the meantime. Which, this actually works out pretty great because Delibird we get to 139 speed. And with Morgrim, if we had access to Thunder Wave this week, they would get to 142, so they would still outspeed Delibird. And I purposely want to be able to outspeed them before they get to attack, so that we can go for a potential Max Hailstorm and pick up the KO on them and just not have to worry about it. So, Max Hailstorm was going to be able to pick up the KO through Focus Sash because the chip damage is going to come in. So, if we happen to be in a position where Delibird has to pick up a KO, it can. Magmortar here, pretty standard to what we did last week as well, except instead of Scarf, we are just going to be Expert Belt just so we can dish out some extra damage. Heat Wave, Thunderbolt, Scorching Sands, and originally this was going to be Assault Vest, but I felt like we just needed the extra power a little bit, and I really wanted Assault Vest on Kingler as well. So I couldn't figure out really what I wanted in this last slot, so I just threw Protect on instead and switched it over to Expert Belt. So then, we really have 5 things that can honestly Dynamax this week, and I'm pretty okay with all of them. We are Shell Armor just because Sheer Force doesn't work with Dynamax moves, and even if it did, it still isn't all that great. I would rather have Assault Vest have the extra boost to have Shell Armor so we can't get crit out of a game. And so, we have a little bit of bulk here on Kingler, get to a decent defense stat. We have a decent special defense thanks to Assault Vest. okay HP, you know, nothing major, but the big things here is we have G Max Foam Burst, which is going to be able to slow them down. Knockoff is just good. Like Horsepower and Rock Slide are also just good coverage moves, so Kingler is going to come to play hopefully this week. And then I guess we don't really ever want to max Musharna just because we do want to be able to do choice specs things. So D-Gleam, Energy Ball, Psychic, Shadow Ball, really good coverage just so we can hit as many things super effectively as we can. I don't know if I want this to be min speed or not. 49 underspeeds a lot of their things. See, the only thing that'd be worried about is like Clawitzer, which if we do, that's 57. I don't think they're able to get under us. 49, so yeah, we probably need to be a little slower. Lampin's not going to be able to underspeed us. So, like, the NFEs are going to be able to, but I'm not really worried about them. So, 49 is min speed on Piloswine, so we need to be able to underspeed it. So, just one minor thing here. 48, perfect. Same with Rhydon here. Rhydon, I think, is fine without having it. I lied. What if we do... Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Like, these EVs don't really matter. As long as we're slower than Piloswine, we're fine. And then Stone Edge, Earthquake, Helping Hand, Protect, Eviolite, just to give us extra defense here as well. Gives us to extreme bulk. 150 special defense is pretty good. And then that's going to be 220... 228, is that right? Calculator, please. 146. 219. I was really close. I was nowhere near it. But yeah, you know, I think this is pretty decent overall. Pretty satisfied with the team as well. So we're going to get paired up here for game number 1 and see how we do. Hopefully rattle off a couple wins this week and can pull into 2-0. All right, paired up here for game number 1. Hera's out to Piloswine, Skunktank, Tyrantrum, and Delibird. So I see a lot of things Sceptile. I see a lot of things here that Delibird gets to deal with appropriately. Luckily, there is no weakness policy, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, dropping the GLHF. Let's think this through. I think Delibird goes pretty hard here. I think Delibird is probably just what I want to do. It hits literally everything except Skunktank super effectively, so I don't think they're going to try to do Tailwind or Trick Room things either, so I think Morgrim looks pretty okay. Mag hits Sceptile, Pilo. Yeah, we hit a lot of things here. I think I want Mag, and I think I want Kingler here to round out the team. Tyrantrum, Skunktank. This is really interesting. Really, really interesting. I don't know if I want a Dynamax here. Skunktank could potentially be faster than Delibird. And I can't... I don't know if I want to commit my Dynamax this early. Because I'm not sure I can KO here, but you know what? This is why we play best of 4. Or best of 3. And I'm going to set up a light screen here. Okay, they are going to Dynamax the Tyrantrum. Probably going to lose my Delibird. Yeah. Yep. Good job, Delibird. You tried, buddy. Tyrantrum is faster than their Skunktank. So they're not max speed on Skunktank. And Skunktank is holding lefties. Okay. Really good information here. So I can bring out Mag, and Mag can pick up the KO on the Tyrantrum here. And then we can click D-Gleam. Expert Belt should easily be able to pick up that KO from there. They are getting the Sandstorm special defense boost, but they are Life Orb as well. So I think this is fine. Okay, they're going to max guard. Corrosive gas is going to make me lose my items. Okay. That's actually pretty okay by me. Because this should still KO. I think I'm just going to make the same play. Skunk Tank is interesting. They're going to go into Xatu. Okay, also fine. They're going to Snarl. Yep. Completely fine. I'm going to go into Kingler. I'm going to click Degleam. I think I just want to preserve that as long as possible. And like Kingler's just going to go ham here, I think. Like, they got their, they got Tailwind up, but I don't really care about that, to be 100% honest. So I can Crabhammer the Skunk Tank. And I kind of want to figure out what this is holding, but I don't want to reveal my item. I currently have Light Screen up, so I can set up Reflect as well. Giga Drain on Xatu's interesting. And it's not enough to pick up the Skunk Tank. So I do have to switch here. And we'll go for the Degleam. Going for the Snarl. Morgram, can you crit for me? Thanks, buddy. You tried. I'm going to T-Bolt the Xatu. And we'll go into Kingler here. T-Wave on Xatu. Interesting. Okay, it's good damage. We're getting a lot of really good information here. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose this game, but we're definitely picking up a lot of good information. Okay, Kingler goes down. And I am not going to be able to punch through at this point. So we'll go ahead and call that GG there. Like, I don't really see a way we get back into this. We're literally just clicking through at this point, I think. Oh! Maybe. We will. Where was that going? That was going into Mag. So we can protect Mag and we can click Degleam. Oh no! Yeah, that's GG. Nope. JK. JK? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Alright. So, we need to rematch. We got a lot of really good info there. A lot of really, really good information from game number 1. I think Delibird is still the play, but I don't think we want to Dyna on 1. I don't think we want to commit our Dynamax that early. So what is our play then? I think Mag is pretty okay. I also like Kingler. I think this is a G-Max Kingler kind of game. I think I still want Morgram up front. I don't think I want Musharna right on here. Musharna could be fine. I mean, right on's really bulky. We take hits, but like we're 4 times weak to Xatu. I think this is fine. I think we bring the same 4. Let's see what we can do. Pilo Xatu. Okay. I mean, See, this is going to be 260 into Xatu. I'm not really worried about this this Pilo right now. We never saw an item on Xatu. Could also just stay in and Rock Slide. I think I like Dynamaxing here, though. And even if they set up Tailwind, they lose their speed. We can set up Reflect here. Okay, they're going to go into Step File. This is pretty okay. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good for us. And now we can Foam Burst the Xatu. And I don't want to reveal Trick. I'm just going to set up Light Screen. Okay, they're going to max Sceptile. They're going to Ally Switch. Okay, take your Foam Burst. Oh yeah, that does basically nothing. Thank you, screens. I'm gonna Rockfall the Xatu slot, and if they Ally Switch again, then we get them. And we'll click Degleam this turn. Okay, there's their Sash. That's good to know. There's their Tailwind. Kingler holds on, but we're gonna go down to Sand. That's fine. Because now I can bring out Mag, and this is still going to be slower. So I can Heat Wave, and I can Trick onto the Tyrantrum, take take its Life Orb. Okay, we pick up the Sceptile. Head Smash is going to connect and KO. Now I have Delibird. Delibird, I have never needed you to connect more in your life than right now. Okay, there's to protect. Rock Slide is enough. Okay. Welp. That's unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Delibird, I think it was fine. I think I played my Dynamax too aggressively both games. I honestly feel pretty satisfied with my team prep and everything this week. The monster they brought, I felt pretty prepared for. The Skunk Tank game 1 was kind of a nuisance, not being able to break through it efficiently. Like, they also just kind of walled us. Like, we attacked into a max guard, and then we attacked into it again while they switched out. Whereas, like, I think attacking into the first one is correct, and then from there, I mean, it's hard to say. I think, like, the range that they were at, I think we had already been snarled once at that point. I'm not sure a -1 Heat Wave would KO from that range, especially since we are Expert Belt and not like Charcoal or something. But I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, you know, they played very well, and we can't take that away from them. So, congrats to my opponent, and, you know, that's going to be it for this week. We will be back for week number 3, and hopefully we can rattle off a couple wins and get pulled into the playoffs. So, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next week with some more Redeem the Trash. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.